Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, what we're going to be talking about is Kali purple. That's the big hot thing. If you guys aren't familiar with purple teaming, it's a little bit of red, a little bit of blue equals purple. But we'll get into that shortly. So if you guys are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you guys are already, a subscriber, thank you so much. And if you guys are, willing to support the channel just a little bit more, you can go ahead and join the channel. That's really appreciated. So yeah. So let's get into this video, okay? Shall we? So I have like a little itch in my throat, so excuse me. So first things first, what we want to do is download the ISO, right? So if you guys haven't done it already, you can just go to kali.org and you can just get Kali. It's pretty much like getting any other Kali. And I installed this already, so it's pretty cool. But we're going to walk through the whole installation. I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if 2023.1, if we just download the pre-built VMs, if this is going to be Kali Purple. That I don't know. So yeah, don't quote me on that. So don't download this for VirtualBox or VMware and they say, oh, it's not Kali Purple. So if we go up a little bit, whoop. Too much. Kali purple right here. So like it says here, let me make this a little larger. This is pretty interesting. So feeling red, feeling blue, Kali purple, you do you. That's actually a good one. So pretty much we want to, have a little bit of that SOC feeling, maybe a little bit of, investigation, looking at logs, having different tool sets and stuff like that. So that'll get me into the next one. So you can go ahead and just download Kali Purple. This is a complete offline installation. So you can just download this. I already downloaded it. So if we just go to the next tab here, I just clicked on Kali Purple. So what we can see here is Kali Purple 2023.1 release. And we can see some of the changes. You can go through this. I'm not going to walk you guys through all this. And you can see, the different changes that are in Kali Purple, what's new, what's old, or whatever. So yeah, so some of the, so there's over 100 defensive tools such as, cyber, all this elastic security, GVM, vulnerability scanner, blah, blah, blah. So you can, tinker with this and so on and so forth. And, here are some screenshots of Elastic SIM. Some more, this is going to be the installation we're going to get into shortly. And yeah, so some of the updates for Python updates and changes, you guys can read that. And yeah, so let's get cracking, shall we? So I already have it downloaded. Let me go to my downloads. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on my downloads here, and I have it right here. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this in VirtualBox today. So what I'm going to do is just create a new virtual machine and just call it Kali Purple. And I'm just going to leave this as my default machine folder. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this in 64-bit. That's fine. Okay. So I'll add 8 gigs of memory. And I want to go ahead and just create a virtual disk. We can go ahead and hit create. And then do a virtual disk right here, hit VDI. And I want to do dynamically allocated. I'm not going to do a fixed disk because it's going to be massive and it'll take forever. But obviously, if you want a fixed disk and if you want to assign it whatever, 60 gigs, 100 gigs or whatever, it's going to perform better. I'm not going to lie, but it just takes, a while to do that. So I want to go ahead and just put, I'll put 80 gigs. Okay. So that's fine for me. I want to go ahead and create. So once it's created, I want to go ahead and make some changes. So I want to go to settings. I want to make some tweaks. Go to advanced. I want to go ahead and just do bidirectional here. My system, I want to go to processes. I want to do 2 processes just for the sake of, having it there. So that should be good. Display, I want to go ahead and put to 128 gigs of memory. And this should be good. I want to add 2 monitors because I do have 2 monitors just for future. And I want to go ahead and enable 3D acceleration. Okay, storage is all good. Audio, network. I want to go ahead and change this network to NATA network InfoSec lab network. That's a network that I use for all my, InfoSec stuff. And everything else is good. Yep, that's all good. So I'm going to hit OK. And then once we power this up, we can double click on it to power it up, or you can just go to start, whichever way. We'll give this a moment to start up. And once it starts up, it's going to ask you to browse out to a disk. We can go ahead and click on this little disk, the little folder, add. And I want to go ahead and browse out to my downloads, which I'm already here. So this is it right here. Hit open, hit choose. Let's go down. It's right here. I'm going to choose it, start. And let's make this larger. X out of this guy. And once this starts up, we can see here, we can capture this and we can go up and down. So we're going to do a graphical install. So just hit install here. And if you want to get out of here, you can just hit Control Alt and you can get out of this little thing. I just have a little OCD, so I like to X out of that while I can. All right, so we'll give this a moment to boot up and start its process. So in my case, obviously I speak English, so I'm going to hit continue on English, United States, that's where I'm at. And I speak American English, so let's go ahead and continue there. And we'll let it do its thing. So what we're going to do is set up, just like any other Kali Linux, if you ever installed from scratch, this is the way. Like I said, I'm not sure with the pre-built VM if it is Kali Purple. So what I'm going to do after this video, I'm probably going to go ahead and just download that and see for myself because, I'd rather do that than like blow smoke, So yeah, so this installation process, when I did it the other day, like I said, it all depends on your hardware. It all depends on, everything that the resources that you're utilizing, how many procs, how many CPUs, how much memory, and all that. So please don't, follow this step by step, and make sure you have the correct amount of resources, because sometimes I get messages saying, I don't have this, it's not installing or whatever. And then it's like, oh, you needed to get this installed. It literally says that right there. So just get like all the prerequisites up to par so we're all good. All right. So my host name, I want to do it Kali. I want to do InfoSec Pat - purple. Purple. Oh my God. Purple. All right. So we should be good there. Go ahead and hit continue. There's no domain name, so you can just hit continue. And then my full name is in the InfoSec Pat. And my account is in the InfoSec Pat. And then my fancy password. You can just put any password that you feel that's good. And then for the configure your clock, wherever you're at in the world, I'm on Eastern time, so I want to hit continue on Eastern. And it's going to detect the disks that you created. So my disk was 80 gigs, I believe I chose. So once this is done, it's going to give us the disk. So in this case, I want to go ahead and just use guided, use entire disk. That's totally fine with me. And this is the 80 gig VirtualBox disk. Go ahead and hit continue here. And then we can use for one partition. If you want to make separate partitions and all that, like I have separate partitions on my one I use for work and I use for pen testing. But if you're just learning, just throw it all on one. It's all good. So just put all the files on one partition. That's totally fine. And then finish partitioning. Okay, yes, continue. And then write the changes. Yes, please write the changes. And then hit continue. And then let it do its, fun stuff. So it's going to install the base operating system And then once this is done, we'll continue the process. So yeah, just give this a moment and we'll continue shortly. All right, so you guys should come to this page. So this is going to be the software selection page. You can go ahead and choose which software you want to install, or you can just hit continue. I want to go ahead and hit continue for now, and that's totally fine for me. And if you want to have, install the other ones, you can go right ahead, but the least amount of applications I want to install now, the quicker this process will go. And that's pretty much what I want to do, is make this as seamless and quickly as possible so we can get into the fun part and look at the new operating system called Kali Purple. So this is I think a long time coming, because OffSec, or offensive security, the people that make Kali Linux has always been on the offensive side, right? Let's hack, let's do penetration testing and stuff like that. So now their mindset is like, okay, let's get into a little bit of purple and blue teaming, and even they're offering defensive certifications as well, like SOC stuff and cool stuff like that. Let's actually check some of that stuff out while we can. Let's go to OffSec. Let's just go check it out. So if we just go to while we're waiting. So if we go to courses, and let's go to defensive right here, the security operations. So they have this SOC 200, Fundamental Security Operations and Defensive Analyst. So OSDA certification. So some of the benefits, maybe what you'll do for this course, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Learners will, use Kali Purple to do this, right? So about the exam, you can, it's proctored. Who can take this exam? Who is this for? SOC Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 analysts, junior roles, threat hunters, so on and so forth, digital forensics and incident response, FRIR. So anyone interested in the security operations. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So the prerequisites, the SOC 1, basic Linux, basic Windows, basic networking. So I think this is pretty cool. Let's see where we're at in this VM. Okay. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool certification. This is something maybe I'm gonna look into, because a lot of my training and stuff like that is on the offensive side. That's why I wanted to do the CYSA Plus and stuff like that. So maybe this is something, because from OffSec, they have a lot of hands-on. It's practical. It's not like multiple choice. So I'm more into the practical stuff. So yeah. And obviously OffSec has a whole bunch of other stuff, but some of the fundamental stuff that they have. So they have the SOC fundamentals. So obviously it's $800 a year. You get one year of access, 365 labs. So this is another one that looks pretty good for junior level folks. The Kali Linux cert, KLCP. And then obviously if you want to go for your OSWP, which is the Offensive Security Wireless Professional, so you can learn how to hack into wireless networks. So let's see right here, the SOC. Is this just exactly what we looked at? No. So yeah, so this is obviously what you'll learn, some of the Windows basics, Linux basics, networking fundamentals, Linux networking services, etc. So introduction of Active Directory, because Active Directory is huge on everything today, right? And I'm so happy to see a lot of Active Directory in exams these days, because 98, 99% of your companies are using Active Directory for your directory services. So yeah, so this is pretty cool. So they have a lot of stuff here. So this is all the fundamentals. And let's just go to, let me see if they have, let me see the pen. I want to see what is this Kali, let me just, because they changed everything, because now it's OffSec. Before it was offensive security. So let me just Google, I think it's KLCP certification. Yeah, this is it. So So yeah, Kali Linux Certified Professional. So this is, if you want to get, I'm guessing this is going to be an entry level cert. Like I just saw this like this week. I saw some folks posting it. So I don't know what really it entails. Kali Linux table of contents. I guess you can, check this out. So after almost 2 years in the making, so I guess it's, it's a brand new cert. So I guess if you get this will help you more into the path of getting your OSCP. And so new book, Kali, blah, blah, blah. So I guess, you can get this Kali book and, I'll help you with this. But yeah, this seems pretty cool too. But I think, let's see where we're at here. This is still going. Yeah, I think InfoSec is doing some good stuff. So yeah, yeah, that's it. The courses. Let's see if there's a actual course on it. Let's see. I guess this is the topics, introduction. Obviously, you have to register and all that stuff. But yeah, let's go back to here. Not there. Here. And we'll resume once this thing is done. All right, guys? All right, guys. So you should see this on your screen once that's complete. So you want to add the grub boot loader. So you can add this to your primary boot device. You can go ahead and hit continue here. And you can put it on your actual drive here, dev SDA. That's the drive that we created. And just go ahead and hit continue and let it install the grub bootloader. So we'll give this a few minutes to load and finish the installation. Once the installation is done, we should be able to log in with our cool new setup. So let's give this a moment and yeah, hang tight. All right, guys. So once that installation is complete, we should see installation complete. So we can go ahead and hit continue here. And it's going to complete the installation. Once it completes the installation, it should reboot as it's doing right now. And once it reboots, we should have a pretty login screen for our new Kali Linux purple, right? So we'll navigate around a little bit. We'll see what's up. And yeah, hopefully you guys find this video helpful. It walks you through installing it, setting it up, setting up the networking and all that good stuff inside of your, VirtualBox. Or you can do this with VMware or whatever, but I'm using VirtualBox because it's free and a lot of people like to use free. All right, so let me go ahead and just InfoSec pat and install that. Input your user and password. So let's see if I make this small and is it auto? Cool. And let's make this full screen, right? Ooh, that looks pretty cool, right? I already did this last night, so it looks pretty cool again. So if we hit start, or start in Windows, the little menu icon here for applications, we can see the favorites. We can see everything in favorites. You can, make your own favorites. So detect, respond. So this is all new, right? These are all new things in here. So you can just fiddle with it, right? So let's go ahead and open up a command shell really quick. And we'll give this a moment. I did allocate 8 gigs of RAM, so I don't know why it's running a little slow. All right, so I'm probably gonna start using this for most of my videos now. Probably allocate a little more RAM, maybe 10 gigs. But yeah, like if I do if config, see, let's make this a little bigger. I don't really like this white. This is just me. I'm not a fan of this. But yeah, I'm on the right network. So if I go to preferences here, go to, let's go to dark green, see if I can apply that. This is probably my favorite. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know, it just sticks out for me. So if we just do like cat, make this a little larger, ATC, OS-release, and we can see we are on the latest and greatest. You can do uname -a for all, and you can see the whole InfoSec pat purple, blah, blah, blah. So you can see the whole shebang. And whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. But you can see it's Debian. Yeah, and this is the good stuff. So let me just do sudo su really quick. I just want to do update just to make sure I'm all up to date. It should be all up to date, but I don't know. I'm a little OCD. So you can see there's 119 packages that can be upgradable. So what we can do is just run this and see what they are. I'm not sure. I don't really go into this. I normally do this after, but we'll see what is upgradable. So all this is upgradable. What we can do now, we can just do a quick apt upgrade -y so we can upgrade it, and we can let it do its merry way. And at least once this is all done, all of our packages will be up to date, upgraded. Everything should be good to go. So yeah, I'll let this cook. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But yeah, this is how you install Kali Linux Purple. And go tinker with the new operating system. And you're going to be seeing me use this in probably upcoming videos. I just have to download and get everything installed with my VPNs for Hack the Box and Try Hack Me and some of my tools and pimp my Kali. I'm probably gonna install that and all that stuff. So stay tuned for more. And if you guys enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and like always, be safe and connect with us in our Discord. I'm not a big Discord person. I just starting to learn more about it and being more in the community on Discord. My thing always with Discord was like, oh, that's a lot of gamers, and I obviously, if you guys followed me for the last couple of years that I've been doing YouTube and interviews, I'm not a gamer. So yeah, so I'm trying to grow my Discord as well. There's a lot of folks in there that'll help you with any kind of questions if you have any questions, and if I'm unavailable, the community is beautiful. So join, and until next time, guys, have a good one. Thank you. Peace.